East Tennessee Children's Hospital, we know that time is precious, but some times are better than others. That's why we have 4 urgent care facilities with pediatric experts ready to get you back to better in no time.
Now you have audio. It helps if I push the right buttons, Julie. Boy, Julie, boy. I need to take a nap today is what I need to do. That's what I need to do. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How are you this morning? Too many buttons to push by yourself. That's why TV stations have audio people, technical directors, producers. What it takes like 50 people to put together a traditional newscast. So here we are. All right. Now you should have sound. Yes, you do have sound this morning. All right. Here we go. Tell me that you do have sound. Hopefully you do now. Good morning, Anna. How are you this morning? Thanks for all your hard work. You're absolutely welcome. Hopefully you have a good day planned today. Of course, spring break has started. And if you kind of did what I said you should do and not drive into a tornado prone area and you're going to be traveling today should be just fine around the region. What's up, Carcane? And we got Krista. Yay, Joanne can hear me now. Oh my gosh. All right. We'll get it together. One of these days, we'll get it together. Let me know, by the way, if this morning in the chat, if you're having any issues with the stream, if it's lagging a little bit. Yesterday evening, I should say, when I first started to go live, we were having some technical difficulties and the stream was not coming out as anticipated anyways. So let me know if there's any issues this morning because I may have to switch back to an old program that I was using that I had to end up using last night during severe weather. So that's why the chat's like right there front and center where I can see it. But last night it was kind of over here off to the side. So I kept looking off to the side. So anyways, all right, let's move right along. So yesterday, or a beautiful start to the day, nice, gorgeous shot of the moon. Let's take it to another couple. Let's just take a little camera tour. I've got a bunch of cameras. These are all my East Tennessee weather cameras. So we'll go back to KMNV, Monroe County. We're going to have a beautiful sunrise taking shape. That's going to be so nice. The airplanes are a little wet, and notice they are tied down. They're not always tied down, but when we're expecting big winds, the airplanes do get tied down. I'll show you what it looks like in Hardin Valley. I had a cool time lapse, so I'll try to get that on the air this morning. Had a really cool time lapse of Hardin Valley and the storm that we were tracking live on the air, that supercell thunderstorm that had a confirmed tornado warning on it. So hopefully I'll be able to get that on here this morning. If not, I will post that to social media. All right, let's keep going. Shall we? Now we saw Gatlinburg. Let's take you to Union County. That's a live look in Union County. Nice shot of the moon there with some clear skies. Got a few airplanes flying in the sky as well here this morning. Of course, aviation is going to pick up throughout the day. This is a live look from the East Tennessee weather camera at the studios. That one's going down, though. I'm going to take that one down. That one's not the best camera. We're going to take that camera and put it in another location. We got several other locations that we're going to be putting more cameras up. Just been super busy. That's Volunteer Cove Marina, by the way. So nice shot there. I know a lot of folks are getting antsy to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. How about this shot? This is Corrington. Now, this camera you'll never get live because it is a solar camera and it's a Wi-Fi camera, so I can't keep it up for very long. Otherwise, it will run out of batteries. But It's going to be a great day for a nice little hike. Now, again, if you are going to be up in the national park, keep in mind that we are talking about some breezy and gusty conditions. This is Strawberry Plains Pike Ride, by the way. Kind of blasted right there at the camera, so that one doesn't do very well. So we're also going to go take that one down and put them in better locations so we can actually get to better views around East Tennessee. All right, so yesterday we topped out at 75 degrees, 64 in Crossville, 76 Chattanooga, and 69 in Tri-Cities. So it was a warm day. Now, officially in Crossville, take a look at those rainfall totals. Incredible, 4.7 inches of rain. We were talking about 2 to 3 with pockets of 4 possible, and we saw almost 5 inches. And so that's why we saw flood warnings and whatnot. 2.81 inches in Chattanooga, and Tri-Cities just really didn't officially pick up a whole lot. Now, we still have a little bit of rain that after midnight, after they put down the climate data, Tri-Cities did get some rain showers. We'll show you those rainfall totals here in just a second. All right, good morning, Brandy. How are you this morning? You're welcome. Thank you for the alerts and the updates. Absolutely. Hopefully you downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app yesterday. If you've never had it before, hopefully you downloaded it and you really saw the performance that it would do for you, i.e. giving you those life-saving weather alerts. Good morning, Chris. How are you this morning? Appreciate you, sir. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. All right, well, here we go. We're going to try to get that back up and running today. The guy who actually helped design the app for Amazon Fire, by the way, he was in the middle of severe weather coverage last night. He's out of southern Middle Tennessee, so they were doing a lot of severe weather coverage. So I've reached out to him, but obviously they were busy yesterday. I was trying to get that back up and running yesterday, but unfortunately just couldn't get that done. So we'll get that working here soon. Otherwise, if that's not working, make sure that you go to YouTube or, of course, your social media. And, of course, you're on YouTube this morning, Alan. All right, so we have tornado watches now still in effect across parts of southern, southeastern Georgia, southeastern North and South Carolina. And again, we were talking about the potential for some severe weather. And we've had severe thunderstorm warnings so far. Looks like we may have one. We've had a couple of tornado warnings. We actually currently have a tornado warning just outside of Augusta, Georgia. And so if you are going to be traveling to the coastlines, the southeastern coastline, keep in mind you're going to be chasing this. Now, if you leave now, the storms are going to be done by the time you get there, right? Like an 8-hour drive, so you'll be just fine if you're getting ready to hit the road right now. All right, here at home, here's what's going on. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Kathy. How are you this morning? All right, so we've got a nice little shower, some showers moving on through this morning. So let's take a little closer view. Cold front's off to our east. Here we go. So some of you are going to get some good solid downpours here this morning. Those are really showing up. And of course, you can see the radar right there at the top of the screen as well as we continue to progress through the forecast. Now, after these move on through, and by the way, there's no severe weather threat with these, just gusty wind and also some, can't rule out some pea-sized hail with some of these because we have a little bit of cold air aloft, but that colder air aloft is going to come through as we head through the overnight hours. Look at these rainfall amounts over the last 24 hours. Again, Crossville, I think I reported 4 inches. I'll have to go back and check that reporting. I think it was more in lines with about 2 inches. I think 4 inches we'd be having flash flood warnings, and we didn't really have that. So 2 inches there. But pockets of 3 to 4 plus up across parts of Campbell County, Union, Claiborne County, and even northern Anderson County, where we were tracking that tornado-warned storm that pushed its way right through the Oak Ridge community. So through 8 o'clock here this morning, we do have a flood watch in effect. That runs until 8 o'clock. Let's make sure that they haven't changed the time on that. Yeah, they haven't changed the time on that yet, but we've got a slew of aerial flood warnings. Those are in effect until 10 o'clock this morning through Granger County, Claiborne. We've got Campbell, Union, and Knox, and Anderson County. So an aerial flood warning is in effect until 10 o'clock this morning. For Morgan County, we have a flood warning all the way through just about 6 o'clock here tonight, and that stretches down into Roane County. And then a lot of aerial flood warnings also to our south from Pikeville through Spring City, Dayton, down across the Southern Valley and the I-75 corridor, west of the I-75 corridor. And the Sequatchie Valley has an aerial flood warning until 7 o'clock this morning, and same with Marion County. So, again, a slew of flood warnings, but those will gradually expire as some of these river levels and creeks are definitely on the elevated side and rising high. By the way, we are live right now on the East Tennessee Weather app, so you can tune in there as well. If you got to hit the road, you can take your cell phone with you. But of course, we're all digital, so you can watch on any platform. All right, morning showers, steady temperatures. I don't think that our temperatures are really going to warm much today. So basically how it feels out there this morning, we'll warm a few more degrees. But we also have a few isolated showers that are possible that could produce some pea-sized hail because now we've got cold air aloft. These are known as like instability showers on the backside of a cold front. We're not going to see any severe weather. The hail is going to be about pea size or so. So we're going to be watching for that. it's going to be hit and miss and isolated in nature, but some of you are going to see that. Crashing temperatures this evening, making for a chilly start to our Monday, or just a chilly Monday in general. A couple of cold fronts expected this next week. We'll be diving into the details a little bit more specific as we get into our Monday. This morning doesn't look like anything major, and we'll walk you through that 7-day forecast. You can find out more information online at eastnweather.com as well. All right, so morning temperatures, we're in the 50s and 60s. It's actually pretty nice outside. A little bit colder than what we were yesterday morning. You'll notice that when you step outside, so it does have a little bit of a cooler feel. Plus, now the air is starting to dry back out. We had a lot of moisture moving on through, so it was a little bit more humid yesterday. The air's going to start to dry out, so it makes it feel a little bit cooler. Wind advisory, let's see, looks like they've extended that. That's run until 8 o'clock this morning as well. But the mountains of East Tennessee, they've now canceled the high wind warning, and the wind advisory for the mountains also in effect until 8 o'clock this morning. So rather breezy and gusty across the area. We're going to stay that way throughout the day. So the National Weather Service was talking about the fact that they may have to extend the wind advisory through the higher elevations today. It is going to be rather breezy and gusty. We'll see if we get to that wind advisory criteria anyways, but notice those winds this morning all the way through about 4 or 5 o'clock today, and then the wind will start to back off overnight tonight. So it's going to be another breezy and gusty day around the area. Let's see. Nice. Good job, Krista. Nice. Give Ben Luna and the folks over at Tennessee Valley Weather a big shout out. They're the ones who are responsible. Ben is anyways for getting me started with East Tennessee Weather. This is kind of his little baby, his design. They do live, so they do exactly what I do in southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, like Huntsville, Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, south of Atlanta, south of Nashville. And an interesting side note, by the way, they started Tennessee Valley Weather because they live in between. Like Huntsville didn't really care about them, Nashville didn't care about them. They were kind of in between. And so, so he decided to start this whole weather business. Because Nashville just wasn't really. If there's a tornado in Nashville, they didn't care about the tornadoes that were ripping through the plains, or through southern Middle Tennessee, and so that's why he started what I'm doing here. And so, if you are ever in Middle Tennessee or ever have any family members there, tell them to give Tennessee Valley Weather a big follow and download their app as well if they're over in Middle Tennessee. All right, lunchtime temperatures again 50s and 60s, mainly 60s, low to mid 60s. Afternoon highs, again, low to mid 60s. So, again, not much. We're going to stay fairly steady once the sun comes up. But watch this. As we get into the evening hours, I'll pick up our timeline at 5 p.m. with our temperature trend. All right, so from about 4 or 5 o'clock today, cold air is going to come racing on in. And I think those temperatures will drop about 10 or so degrees between 4 and, say, about 7 or sundown or so. So if you have evening plans here tonight, you're going to feel that chill in the air. And then if you're getting up early tomorrow morning for work, or school, if the kids are heading back to school. Some kids are on spring break. We're down into the 30s, so it's going to be a chillier start to the day. Good morning, Rita. How are you this morning? Did the tornado weather hit West Knoxville, Bearden area? No, it did not, but we saw some strong gusty winds, and actually we had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, and parts of the area was under a tornado warning at one point. But good morning from Scott County. The wind was wicked after the storms. Our electric went out at about 1:30 in the morning and got back on at about 3. It was wild sounding, it sounded like a tornado, not winds, but not tornado, like a tornado. The winds, but it wasn't a tornado. Sounded like tornado wind. See if I can get the words out. I think I need some toothpicks to open my eyes up here this morning. Good morning, Katrina. How are you this morning? All right, so as we progress through the day, then we'll start to see those temperatures warm up tomorrow afternoon. But again, this evening it's going to be chilly. All right, let's go ahead and walk you through the future cast. So the morning rain showers. By the way, this is not picking up on what's going on. You can see at the very top left-hand side of the screen, you can see the radar. So we've got some good, solid, steady or heavier downpours that the future cast is not necessarily picking up on. But what it is picking up on are those instability showers this afternoon. The winds are going to be out of the southwest for a good chunk of the morning. Then they'll start to shift to the westerly direction as the low starts to track its way further to the north and northeast. But notice these little showers after about noon today, 3 o'clock. Could see some instability showers firing up. Moving easterly to northeasterly. So again, look off to the west and southwest. That's where these showers will be coming from. And these actually could produce some small pea-sized hail. So don't be caught off guard there. As we go through the overnight hours, Here comes some snow showers. All right, just mainly for the higher elevations. I think you folks on the plateau could see maybe a few flurries if you're going to be up early in the morning, or if you work in the middle of the night. Don't be caught off guard if you see a few flurries. I don't think we're going to see a lot. And when you talk about your snowfall forecast across the mountains of East Tennessee, we're talking about an inch. So not a big snowfall. And we're not going to see any snow in the lower elevations, but we do have colder air aloft, and we still have that moisture source. So we're going to wring that out with that westerly, northwesterly flow. All right, here's your 7-day forecast as we look ahead. 66 today, but falling quickly. That 66 may be, I wanted to shave those numbers down a little bit. I think I shaved them down a little bit from yesterday. Actually, it should be about 65. I don't know why that didn't change, but we're going about 65 or so today. We're down into the 50s tomorrow, low to mid 70s, back into our Tuesday and Wednesday. So nice, solid spring break day for the kids on Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe more of an indoor kind of day on Monday. Not bad, but 56 is definitely chilly compared to the 70s that we've been experiencing and that we'll experience Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, more seasonable weather returns to East Tennessee. Those average for this time of year is 61, so pretty average weather. A couple cold fronts coming on through. At this point of the game, no severe weather threat. I don't know why I just showed you 2 7-day forecasts there, but as we look ahead for your rainfall outlook over the next 7 days, we're looking at maybe about a quarter of an inch of rain, generally speaking. So, again, not a big rain maker. Here's your other 7-day forecast around town. Chattanooga, you're going to drop down to about 61 on Monday and then down into the mid-50s on Thursday. How about Crossville, 53 on Monday, but only 47 degrees on next Thursday. And the Tri-Cities will go 53 on Monday and down to about 50 degrees on Thursday. Looking ahead, by the way, for the Climate Prediction Center, I think we're going to be trending about average. Average high is 61, and that appears to be the trend, which is good because that's a sign that maybe we don't get any big, strong pushes of warm air, which would be ahead of a cold front, which if we did that, just like this last one, we could see more severe weather. So maybe if we trend a little bit more average, we don't quite get the severe potential. But, of course, we'll see how that plays out. Let's go ahead and take you back outside. We'll get a different view there. For those of you just now joining in, let's show you the moon. It's being covered by the clouds there. That's in downtown Gatlinburg, by the way. And some of those cameras aren't on social or aren't on YouTube or the website or the app right now. We're going to get some of these back up and running throughout the day today. This is a cool view. Look at the moon off in the distance. That's Volunteer Cove Marina. Clear skies, but a few clouds hanging out with us. And that's about the extent of it. All right, let's see how everyone else is doing. I was kind of walking you through the forecast. So let's see. I'm in Cherokee, so snow tonight. I don't know if Cherokee will get any snow. The peaks of the Smokies, I think probably above 4,000 feet is probably our best bet to get a little bit of light snow. But as we, wake up on Monday and we'll have more sunshine throughout the day on Monday, as the sun starts to get into the western sky, you'll be able to see some snow-capped Smokies. Whoa! I may need to go Herkle-Durkle. If you join me on my Wake Up with Witcher during the weekdays, we talk about that every once in a while. Herkle-Durkling. It's where you kind of wake up, go back to bed. My wife does it quite a few times. She'll take the kids to the bus stop, and then I'm going to go take a quick little nap. And you don't always go back to sleep, but I think it's not a German thing, maybe a German thing. I don't know. It's a European thing, I think. It's called Herkle-Durkling. All right, heavy rain in Rockwood right now. Yes, Madison. Let's go ahead and take you to the radar, actually, and we'll kind of pinpoint some of these heavier showers that are hanging out with us at this hour. So let me get back up on the map here this morning. So we've got some heavier showers hanging out with us. We've got, let's take you to the northwestern sections of town where we do have some rain showers over into La Follette, Elk Valley, Pioneer, all the way down through Harriman. But notice they don't have a huge progression eastward. So some good solid showers. Rockwood's getting solid rain right now, starting to work its way towards Harriman and Kingston. Oak Ridge, Woodlawn, and Paint Rock will probably be next in line. Again, no severe weather threat, but let's go ahead and just for funsies, let's go ahead and see if we have any hail showing up with those. It doesn't appear that we probably have any hail with those ones, but nope. So we don't have any hail with those ones, but we could see some small pea-sized hail throughout the day today. And again, these are going to be more of a nuisance this morning. If you're heading off to church or have any little errands to run here this morning, you're going to have some pretty good solid rain showers to deal with. This is good news, though, because remember that we've been in a drought. And so we've desperately needed the rain. So folks who got anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, hopefully as we get into next Thursday, we can mitigate that just a little bit. I'll see if I can't get the U.S. drought monitor up to show you what that looks like here this morning. And if you got to head out the door, or if you're just chilling out this morning, you can stick around. We are going to get to work with the national holidays for the day, even though it's Saturday. It's not Saturday. It's Sunday. Even though it's Sunday. All right, here's your latest U.S. drought monitor from the U.S. drought monitor. So this is the latest one as of last Thursday. So you can see Morgan County all the way through Cumberland County, down the I-75 corridor through Bradley County. We still have a severe drought, believe it or not. And then abnormally dry conditions in the areas shaded in yellow from Tri-Cities down to Cocke County and Jefferson County. And then the light tan area, including Knox County and Anderson County, is in a moderate drought. But I think with the rain that we just saw, this will likely get shaved away quite a bit more over the next week or so. And plus, we're expecting a little bit more rain throughout the week, although that won't be added to this next week's U.S. drought monitor. Good morning, Deborah. How are you this morning? All right, Susan, what's up, neighbor? Susan says, baseball games at 1 p.m. in Tennessee. Are we going to get wet? Probably not, but again, a couple of spotty showers. It is going to be breezy. It's going to be gusty. And temperatures won't be bad. So we're talking temps in the low to mid 60s. Probably go about 64 degrees during the baseball game. I want to go to the baseball game. I've never been to a UT baseball game. I've been to basketball. I've been to Lady Vols, the men's basketball. I've been to football. But I've never been to the baseball stadium. What am I doing? I've been here for like 20 years. What is my problem? I need to get to a game. Maybe we'll go out. Do you think there's tickets available still? Maybe the family and I will go out and go watch the game. We were thinking about something to do today. Well, what are we going to do today? There we go. Susan, let us know. I'm going to go to the game. Good morning, Brian. How are you this morning? And good morning, Margaret. You got to go. It's fun. How much are tickets? Does anybody know? I'll get online after the broadcast, and I'll check out and see if I can't find us some tickets, see if the family wants to go. My kids are really starting to get into baseball. They've been throwing the baseball in the backyard. You probably have heard them, Susan. But it's funny because it's funny how like you sign one kid up for baseball, and the other kid's like, I don't want to do that. And we're like, you kind of probably should. He's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, okay. Now they're out playing baseball every day. And I have to give my 9-year-old a big shout out. The kid never wants to do anything that we want him to do when it comes to like sports or athletics and stuff. And so we forced him into basketball this last winter season. And now the kid like never played basketball in his life. He's been out there practicing every day. I went and shot hoops with him on my break yesterday. Just took a little break, get out of the studio for a little bit. The little dude is amazing. His dribbling skills have skyrocketed. I'm like, dude, you're killing it. Now, sometimes you got to listen to mom and dad and say, listen, we're going to do this for you because we know better. Tickets are available. Sweet. I got I think a couple other people are going to be, that I know are going to the baseball game. Baseball and basketball did awesome. All right. Yeah. So did anybody know what the final score of the basketball game was? We took a quick break yesterday, went to lunch because remember, we're still in a hotel, so we can't cook dinner here. Now, we did stay here at the house last night because our bedrooms are A-okay, only for the fact that my wife was helping me, and I was like, I'm not going to go to the hotel, sleep, come back here. Well, I couldn't come back here. I was going to sleep here anyways, but because my wife was helping me last night, so big shout-out to Janelle last night. I even got her to mic up yesterday. She's like, do I really need to mic up? Yeah, mic up. You can't just keep relaying information to me and not have your voice on TV. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the national holidays. I don't know if I actually have the national maybe I do. Let's go ahead and talk about the national holidays for the day today. See if I have those up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get those up today. Well, that's a big, giant bummer. I've been kind of navigating a few things, and I'll just tell you about them. How about that? I could probably really quickly get them up, but I don't necessarily know that you probably want me doing a bunch of stuff in the background. So let's see if this is up. Oh, there it is. Hey, there's your national holidays. I do have them. All right. So it's National Curl Crush Day. National Curl Crush Day. That looks like a girl that's done the curly girl method. If you don't know about that, I shouldn't know about that. Don't worry about it. But my wife has done the curly girl method. If you have awesome curls, but they're lagging a little bit to not quite the curls that you used to have, check out Curly Girl Method. These are things I probably shouldn't know, just an FYI, but when you're married and you got a wife with curly hair and she does it for a year, you kind of know these things. It's National Panda Day. All right, love pandas. All right, you got National Corn Dog Day. Apparently that day changes annually. Anybody like corn dogs? I do love some corn dogs. Don't eat them, but I do like them. And we got National Artichoke Hearts Day. Anybody? I'm going to give a big shout out to that. I love artichokes. I love artichoke hearts. But generally speaking, I like just to take the artichokes and I put them in the pressure cooker for about 15 minutes or so. I think it's about 15 minutes or so. I've not done it for a while. So you go buy them, you cut off the bottoms, you leave them whole, put them in the pressure cooker, and then you just dip them in butter. That sounds healthy, right? It's National Everything You Do Is Right Day. Well, we can only hope that day, today, changes my luck that I've had this year. As many of you know, it has been a crazy year. Crazy start to the year. I'm not going to dive into the details, but I'll just give you a little snippet. Get the kid's bathroom flooded. Car died. Got a new car. Got a sty in my eye. And then we had a kitchen fire that we are currently dealing with. And that's why we're in a hotel at the current time. So, yeah, that's the way my 2025 has started. I feel like there's something else that happened, but I can't remember. Oh, yeah, and I need knee surgery. I haven't even gotten it fixed yet. So there we go. National Freedom of Information Day. There we go. National Freedom of Information Day. Perfect stuff right there. All right, those are your national holidays for the day today. And we're going to take you back outside and show you what it looks like. I just like this shot so much. We're going to take you back out to KMNV in Madisonville. That's Monroe County. You can kind of see those clouds hanging out with us this morning. So again, I would just say hit and miss sunshine throughout the day today. And that really should be about the extent of it. With partly cloudy, so we'll see hit and miss sunshine. Call it partly cloudy in general from sunrise to sunset. And then don't forget that we have a chance for some instability showers that are going to be firing up here later on this afternoon. And you can track the rain this morning. We realize that we do have the rain showers already this morning. And don't forget, I showed you this last night if you were joining us. But in case you forgot, because I tried to walk a lot of folks through it, if you open up the East Tennessee Weather app, this is what you're going to see. You can just click on the radar, and there's our showers. If you push play, that's going to give you a past 2 hour radar look. It pauses at the current hour, and then there's your future cast of 2 hours. So you can kind of see how the projection is expected to move its way north and northeast and maybe fade a little bit. So we'll see how that all plays out. Again, it's not spot on every single time. Just understand that. It's a model guidance based on what's going on right now. This does a really good job when we have those afternoon showers and thunderstorms in the springtime or summertime months. When you're out at the pool, you're on the lake, and you're like, uh-oh, I see the clouds firing up. Doesn't look good. And then again, you look at the radar, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. That's going to zip right past us. Or that's going to last about 10 minutes, and we'll be underneath, taking cover for a little bit, and then we'll be able to get back out and enjoy that. So don't forget about the interactive radar. It really is a great tool. Brian says it got 2 inches, 2 inches of rainfall. Let me share some photos with you here this morning. And again, I want to take you back outside to Monroe County because when you look at the radar above the screen, Monroe County is getting ready to get, you can see that rain shaft on the far right-hand side of the screen. So you won't be able to see this very well, but I'll zoom in to where that camera is. And so basically are those showers right there. So Madisonville is in the center of your screen. Madisonville is in the center of your screen right there. And those are the showers that you're seeing right there from the camera. That's why these cameras are so great, and you can check in every once in a while with the East Tennessee Weather app. You can see it right there front and center on the top of the app. And, of course, hopefully everything's running smoothly this morning. Glad I haven't seen any issues with the stream this morning. Wonder if it was the internet or whatnot. Thank you, Cheryl. Janelle did do great. She did amazing. Okay. So Felicia, if the app still doesn't have my live up there, are you on Roku? Are you on iPhone or are you on Android? First of all, second of all, force close the app. So here's the deal. This is what I've learned about it. So when I launch that live, if I'm live and you don't see it right there, there's a couple things. Force close the app and reopen it. What happens is our phones hold on to the apps that we have in the background for a certain amount of time. And so my app does that as well. So if you don't force close it and then reopen it. So Krista, do me a favor. if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and force close your app, the East Tennessee Weather app, and relaunch it. Anybody else have the app on right now? Anybody else force close it and launch it again and let me know if you see the broadcast at the top of the app. I do have it at the top of mine. So that's what it would, you can't really see that very well. See if we get that to focus. There we go. That's what it should look like. So should be front and center at the top of the app. Front and center at the top of the app. Let me know in the chat before we wrap things up here this morning. Let's see. Try to do an app update. I don't necessarily, maybe an app update, Julie. I'm not quite sure. My wife's wasn't doing it as well. No, that was something else. That was something else on the app. But yeah, see if there's an app update. If you don't allow your apps to update in the background, you might need to do that because it was a little bit of an update that had to go back through the app developers and then get relaunched again. Oh my gosh, how many days until spring? You ready for spring, Tom? How are you this morning, buddy? Good morning, Janet. So Felicia says, Android. Lance just downloaded it. All right, so once Lance gets everything up and going, let's see if he has it at the top of the screen. But again, I would just say force close your app and then relaunch it. You tired? Yes, Samuel, I'm tired. I am tired. That's okay, though. Dina loves the app. So glad. If you love the app and you really thought it was a benefit to you and your family, especially yesterday, if you like it because of the daily forecast weather updates, or if you just come in and check the temperatures, remember, I do update those temperatures. I do forecast for East Tennessee. So those are my forecast numbers. And of course, to kind of depend on where you are. But it does travel across the country, as many of you know. But again, let me know if you like the East Tennessee Weather platform or the app. I really do appreciate the likes and the shares. Make sure people download the app. Listen, so many of you have been sharing it. Just 2 days ago, I had 451 app downloads in just one day. That's the kind of stuff that people are really starting to find out what we're doing here. With a lot of people just even during this event saying, hey, listen, where have you been? I just found you again. So again, even almost 2 years later, almost 2 years from leaving the TV station, people still think, A, I work for the TV station, and B, they don't know. They thought I went and retired or whatnot if they don't think I work for the TV station and they don't know exactly what I'm doing. Dina says the app is good on your end. Awesome. Yeah, Fire TV is down right now. Debbie, we'll get that back up. So let's see. Live is fine on the Android. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. And you have an Android as well. Let's see. On to cup number 2. I've barely had any of mine. Mine's probably cold now. Nothing like cold coffee. I poured it a couple of hours ago, and it was sitting over there. I totally forgot about it. Cool shot, though. That's, again, Monroe County, and you can see that we've got that rain shaft. So do anticipate some good, solid downpours. We'll take you back outside to the radar to show you what's going on. So for those of you just now tuning in, we do have the showers hanging out with us here. There it is. We do have the showers hanging out with us this morning, so let's take it in a wider view. So as all this energy slides through, it's going to continue to push in rain. So we still have some decent rain across the area before the morning is all wrapped up. Now we're seeing improving conditions for places across the Cumberland Plateau and whatnot, but instability showers will start to fire back up as we head through the afternoon hours. And so with that said, with those afternoon showers, we could see some instability hail. Those are going to be some instability showers. So rain here this morning for some of you. And I think a lot of you east of where this rain is. So say from Union County to Knox, Blount, Loudoun, and Monroe County, you're going to get the rain showers here today. I think that will continue to slide its way slowly to the north and northeast. So I'll see. It'll be interesting to see what like Morristown, Baileyton, Greenville, Upper East Tennessee gets with these showers. But I do think that we have a pretty good shot for some rain showers across Upper East Tennessee. And I showed you those rainfall forecast. I'll show you that rainfall forecast here in a second because I did not show that this morning. But we'll bring that up. So here's your accumulated rainfall for the day today. And this really, I think, is telling the story here where you can see Upper East Tennessee. Now, I don't necessarily, well, you may. Do you get about an inch of rain? Maybe. I think that was associated with the rain showers that we saw last night. So once the new model run comes in with the data, that will update that, and I'll put that on social media. But I think these morning showers are really going to produce some locally heavy rainfall. All right, my friends, it is 7:37. I sure hope you have a great Sunday. Thanks for tuning in this morning for your live broadcast. Remember, Wake Up with Witcher starts off at 6 o'clock in the morning. Monday through Friday. 6 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. Dina says, I'm in the Appalachians 3 times a day, checking in on the weather all the time. That is awesome. And every time, and listen, if you're ever in there, I've got those local sponsors. The local sponsorships is really what makes this platform run. I could not be doing what I'm doing without the local advertisers and sponsors. And just realize that if you are new to the platform, yes, I do have advertisement on my stuff. I have to. I've had a couple people reach out and say, I'm going to stop watching you if you keep putting these advertisements up. And I responded back nicely, of course, and said, listen, if I don't have advertisements, I don't get paid. And if I don't get paid, I can't put on a product like this, right? Everybody, I think, is used to advertisements, but all of my advertisements are all local all the time. And so if you can give them a big shout out, a big high five, we've got some new ones that are coming on board as well. It'd really be appreciated. Or if you go into one of these stores, or if you use them because you saw them on East Tennessee Weather, let them know. Say, I actually came to you because I saw you on the East Tennessee Weather platforms. That really would do a great service to our advertisers and, of course, the platform as well. All right, let's see. Samuel said, you said we might get some strong storms, but not anything very bad. Correct. Correct. We might get some pretty good solid rain showers here this morning. Nothing severe here this morning. And the possibility of some pea-size hail, actually, as we get through the day today, as the winds start to shift. Deborah loves the app. Thank you very much. And Cheryl, I hope you have a great day today as well. All right, just about 20 minutes till 8 o'clock. Many of you may be heading off to church, maybe some running errands this morning. If you are heading off to church, just keep in mind that you may need the umbrellas this morning. And if you have outdoor plans this afternoon, keep in mind that we do have a couple of spotty showers that could see some pea-size hail. Don't forget, I am everywhere. Have a great day. We'll see you back here for Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning.